Emma.
And I'm Nat.
And we're Chucky Chums. Today we're going to be doing the Christmas tag.
Yay!
As you may have noticed, Nat's in a singlet. I'm in a jumper. It's like, what, 30 degrees today? It's pretty hot. I want to wear my jumper.
Should put the aircon on full blast for like an hour before I got here so it would be cool enough for her to wear it, and now I'm cold.
Let's get on with it.
Boxing Day.
As in, like, you're excited all year round.
Yeah, not really. Probably towards the end, mid to end November, I'm like, it's almost December.
For me, it's like Halloween's over, it's time for Christmas. I never really had them.
I had them sometimes, but I never be bothered to find a good one, and then by the time I feel like getting one, it's already halfway through December, and I'm like, meh.
My great-grandma, she used to send them up to my brother and I when we were like really little, but then when she was like getting really old, she stopped doing it, and I think the last one we got was when I was 8 and my brother would have been 11, so we just stopped getting them then. Like, we don't even get them now, let alone when we were kids.
I had them when I was like in school and stuff, but lately I can't be bothered to go and find one for myself, so.
Plus there's not that really many good ones around, they're all just full of cheap chocolate or cheap candy.
I feel like there's better options, not where we live. I love Love Actually and Elf. Those two are my favourite Christmas films.
Is Love
for sure.
Actually a Christmas film?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
We're watching it. I don't care if you hate Hugh Grant, we're watching it.
Oh, that's probably why I've never seen it. I really love, like, The Claws with Tim Allen in it, the one where he knocks Santa off the roof and has to be turned into Santa, and he's like the new Santa. I really love that series. There's like 3 of them, I think. And yeah, I don't know, I just really love those, and obviously Elf. Elf is like, Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color? Okay, I don't know if these are funny, but every year my dad sets himself on fire by accident.
What?
Like, he'll get a new barbecue or a new spit and he'll set himself on fire. Like, it's never been really, really bad. He's only set himself on fire bad once, and that was like, the flames blew up in his face and he burnt his eyebrows off. And he had to sit in bed for the rest of the day, but like,
that was
every year my dad sets himself on fire.
My funniest Christmas memory would have been last year when my dad decided to dress up as Santa for my niece and nephew. And basically we had it planned so we would all go for a walk at like in the middle of the night, and when we came back, oh my god, Santa's come! When my dad was gonna run in, be like, oh, I forgot my jacket, and shove all the presents under the trees, chuck on the Father Christmas costume, and then like pretend he was coming into our house from the other side. But then my niece saw him when we were on the way back from the walk, and she started sprinting. Like, I've never seen a 7-year-old run that fast until the time we did a similar thing with the Easter Bunny. So my dad we were like, no, wait, don't run after him, it's alright. He let him leave the presents, otherwise he'll put you on the naughty list. And so she sort of was still briskly walking without running, so my dad had time to go inside and disappear. And everything was going fine, but then my dad went, ho ho ho. And the thing about my dad, he has a very thick South American accent that's very distinctive. So instead of sounding like Santa Claus, it came out like ho ho ho, ho ho ho, ho ho ho. And so
I can just imagine your dad.
Mexican Santa visited my house that night.
When did Santa turn Mexican?
Well, I start my Christmas celebrations on the 24th at night, so then on Christmas Day I don't really get up too early, as people generally do. I get up sort of late morning and get myself ready, have like a nice breakfast with my family, and then go to my uncle's house where we have a massive lunch slash dinner slash whenever the hell we want to go home thing. share presents with everyone, and there's just like literally about 70 to 80 people crammed into my uncle's house.
Well, that's a big enough house.
It's big, yeah, it's a big enough house, but it's still
a big house.
Just, you know how big the house is, and then and people are crammed. Also, there is like way more food than can possibly be consumed.
Well, you've got Filipino in your family, and they tend to over-cater.
And I'm South American, who also over-cater.
South American.
So it's like, whoa.
My typical Christmas morning, it's going to be really different this year, actually. It's normally everyone wakes up at my parents' house, like my brother and I. We'd wake up probably 7 in the morning or something, and go wake our parents up, and then they would tell us to go back to bed. And then we get up around 10, I guess, to open presents, and we all open presents, and generally my parents won't get out of bed unless I've made my mum a cup of tea. So I always have to go make my mum a cup of tea, and then we all go sit around the tree while my dad hands out all the presents for us to open. It's really nice, I love it that way. And then after we do that, we kind of clean up the lounge room a little bit and then start making our Christmas lunch. We always have a massive Christmas lunch at my house, well, my parents' house now. My dad and my brother will set up the backyard. My dad will start up the barbecue under constant supervision. My mum will be in the kitchen, and I tend to just hang out in my room, play with whatever I've gotten.
You're really helpful, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, last year I was at work actually for Christmas, so I didn't get to be there for any of it. But this year it's going to be really different because my parents are actually coming over to my house now, and we're all going to come here because we've got my brother and his little family, and so now we've got more extended family. So my sister-in-law's parents are coming over, and her brother and his girlfriend, and it's all going to be here instead of at my parents' house like it normally is. And we don't have my grandparents coming up from out of state. We don't have any of our out of state family actually coming this year, so it's going to be very small and very different. Well, we don't do Christmas dinner, we do Christmas lunch, and it's normally like a massive roast/baked dinner. It is roasted pork, roasted beef, spit roasted pork as well, I think. I know we've got turkey and we've got chicken, so those are our proteins. And then we normally do like a whole of like mushy peas and baked vegetables like baked potato and baked pumpkin and sweet potato, corn and all that type of stuff. And that's generally what we have. We always have it for lunch, and there's always so much food that we have it for dinner and lunch and dinner the next day too.
I have Christmas dinner on the 24th in the evening, and it kind of varies really. Sometimes we have like a traditional kind of baked ham or turkey or some kind of bird, but lately last year my dad decided to make cannelloni. So it varies really, but then...
Your dad is the worst Santa.
For Christmas lunch / dinner on the following day, on the actual 25th, we have like normally some kind of fish, some turkey, that kind of stuff, like the traditional-ish stuff mixed with some like Asian food because of my aunt, stuff like that. Well, I really like Michael Bublé's Christmas album, like basically the stuff that's on there is just what I have on repeat. I also like the My Chemical Romance version of All I Want for Christmas Is You.
The only Christmassy song I listen to is Merry Christmas, Kiss My Ass.
That one too.
By All Time Low.
Yes. That's a good one.
I don't really have a typical favourite Christmas song. I do get songs stuck in my head that I will sing, but they're generally not Christmas songs.
Yeah, I don't have a particular song. I just like circling through that one album, and then there's other couple songs also as well.
And I just tend to not listen to Christmas music. Tomorrow I will be getting my GoPro, which will be my best Christmas present ever. But at this current point in time, because I don't know I'm getting a GoPro, it would definitely be my actual SLR. I got that for Christmas. And then for my birthday, like not long after, I got my computer. So that Christmas / birthday time was the best ever because I got my camera, which I really wanted. And then a few days later I got my computer, which I needed for my camera anyway. And like, I think that's like the best ever. But every year my parents always get my brother and I what we want. So every year it kind of like tops itself because that's what we want at the time.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when we were kids, we got bikes and it was like, that's the coolest thing ever. And then the following year we got like scooters, and then the year after we got like a whole bunch of hiking equipment because we went hiking a lot, and like every year we kind of think it's the best thing ever because that's what we want.
I think that's why I'm really struggling to think of one present that outshines the rest, because I kind of at the time always thought, oh, that's as awesome, but this is awesome, but this is awesome. But at the moment I think the light that we're using to film this is probably the most helpful Christmas present I've ever received. I got it a little bit early, but we now have lighting. I've never really had a real one, but I love the look of them. But I've always had fake trees, and I mean, at the moment my Christmas tree is white, and the one that my parents have is silver, and I really wish we had a green tree. We used to always have a green tree, so it looked real, but we've just never bothered having a real tree.
As you could probably have told from my facial expression, I've always had a real Christmas tree. Obviously the one behind us right now is fake, but that is because my brother and sister-in-law didn't want a real one with the baby around because she pulls at everything. The amount of baubles that have come off this tree because of her is insane. I have made a vow that when I move out into my own apartment throughout some point next year, I'm gonna have a real Christmas tree at Christmas.
So now it is time for the second half of this video, which
is our present exchange. I'm so excited for this. I bought Nat's present like ages ago because I was like, she needs that in her life.
I saw this on someone else and I was like, Emma needs this in her life, but it kept going out of stock, so I was like, nah.
Now I have a feeling I know what it is.
What?
I'm not saying.
You're probably
wrong. I'm probably wrong. But I bought this for Nat purely because of the name on it. But I don't think it's going to be as good as the one that she's got me. I feel like she would have put more thought in the one that she got me. But
you put more thought into the wrapping.
This is my present, as seen on Instagram.
Mine is
for
not.
Nat.
I wrapped this like 2 hours ago. I did not have time earlier.
The bow kept falling off because I dropped it this
morning.
morning.
My bow is way smaller
and I was really scared that I was going to break it. But here we go. Okay.
Yours looks so much nicer than mine. Like your wrapping job, not your present. Your present job looks crap. Okay. Are we gonna?
My present job looks crap.
No, mine.
You said my present looks crap. Like you have to open it.
I meant your present, as in the one that you received.
You open yours first.
Oh, do it
all
together.
you have to do is open the lid and see what
Just
it
do
is.
it together.
Oh, I don't want to ruin it.
It's okay. What are this?
What are this? I don't want to ruin it.
It's alright. Also, just her present is inside of another box because I didn't want it to be like...
If I open this, am I going to know exactly what it is straight up?
Probably.
Okay, hang on. Let me do this first. And now I'll rip it down. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I knew it! I was right.
I got proof. Look at it. It smells. I want to smell it. I want to smell it.
Oh, I love what it's called.
Tell them.
It's called Juliet.
And it's from the NARS Audacious.
It's a NARS Audacious lipstick called Juliet. But
it looks better on than it does in there. Like I saw it on the tester.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful.
I know, right?
Oh my god. Oh, I don't want to ever use it.
I'm so glad I bought that.
Oh my god.
Let me smell this.
Yeah. Oh!
So satisfying, hey?
You can tell I don't own NARS lipsticks. Frick, this is gorgeous.
I inhaled that completely, but oh my god.
Oh, when I smelled that in the shop, it reminded me of you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I got it. And plus, David Beckham is like,
oh, I love you.
I love you too. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave us a comment with... What are we leaving?
Your favourite Christmas present that you've ever gotten from a friend, not your family.
Yeah, that one.
Or the favourite thing that you've ever gifted to somebody else for Christmas.
Or the most ethnic Santa you've ever seen.
Either way, leave us a comment. Thanks guys, we'll see you next week.
Bye!
I'm waiting for you to fuck off with the noise. Go away!
You're just gonna edit this bit out, can't you?
Yeah, well, now we can have to. Go to your room.
Baby, I need your help.
Oh god.